Hey, how's it going? My name is Nate, and welcome back to another episode of Honeyflow. Tonight, I'm going to be changing things up just a little bit, and I'm going to break up my videos into two segments. First is going to be the key market ETFs, and then another is going to be individual stocks and plays that I'm looking at. So, diving right into that, first we'll take a look at the SPY. Yesterday, I said that the SPY was going to die, and to be honest with you, I couldn't be more happy to have been wrong about that. The SPY was looking pretty bearish with the close under the 411 level, but today once again buyers stepped in and they stepped in hard. The key thing that changed for me today is that price doesn't seem to be respecting these key volume areas or these high volume nodes, especially with price closing above or below those levels. Now, the important thing with trading is acknowledging when the trend has changed. And that doesn't necessarily just mean price direction, but also when the way that the market interacts changes as well. So we need to start looking at alternative ways to evaluate price action. So I'll try to make a special video for that covering gaps more in the future, but for now, just kind of think of them as magnets. We do still have another gap above us up here at 421.22. What's important for tomorrow is where do we go from here? Now, first, a daily close beneath 410.25 would pretty much kill any bull thesis I have. So as long as we stay above that level, I'll remain a little bit on the bullish side. For tomorrow, though, potential good call entry spots would be a pullback and bounce of 414.50. This is the high from May 10th, but it's also, if we go down to the hour chart, it's also a spot where we came back and bounced at today. We could also play a breakout and retest of today's highs at 415.86. So breakout, come back down, bounce off that area, and go back up. We do have a little bit of a supply zone up here, and that goes from 416.78 to about 418.31. So I'd be looking to take some profits in this area, or just acknowledge that you may get a little bit of a slowdown up in this area. And of course, after that, we have our gap fill up here at 421.22. And up next, we have the Qs. Now, we finally got the close above the ascending wedge. And wedges are, to put it simply, a tightening in price volatility, which is the range of up and down moves in price as it gets closer and closer and closer till it finally breaks. A break above or below a wedge trend line simply means a change in trend, and they usually will have pretty good moves when that happens, like we saw today. So at this point, I'll be watching the August 2022 highs up here at 334.42. It's been the same level I've been talking about for several days. Notice we did get a little bit of a stop up here in this purple box, this little supply zone at 331. So just be watching for that, but this is ultimately the target. For potential entries, I would be looking for calls down here at 328.90. 328.90 or potentially at 330.52. Now, the reason for those specific spots is that is going to be the high of yesterday, so a potential place it could come back to. And right here is just another area that we pulled back to, right on the bottom of this supply zone. So those would be looking at for calls to potentially move back up to coming back up to August highs up here. Lastly, we'll take a look at IWM. Like the SPY, IWM was looking pretty bearish yesterday, but price bounced right off this 172.18 level that we talked about in last night's video, and we ended up breaking out of this ascending triangle that we had building up for quite a while, actually. So my target for the next few days is still up here at 179.26. A potential good entry spot for calls would probably be a pullback down here to 175.71. You can see that was also the high from 2 days ago and a place where we pulled back from today. So I would be looking for another possible bounce and a push up, or you could just simply do a breakout of today's highs as well. For any thesis on the downside or invalidation, I would be looking for somewhere just down here at about let's call it about 173, getting back inside of this triangle. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully, you were able to get something useful out of this. If so, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe for more content like this in the future. Also, be on the lookout for my other individual stock video coming out probably tomorrow. All right, take it easy.